What's going on, everyone? Thanks for joining me back here on the channel, checking out this new video. So a few videos ago, I posted a video asking what you'd like to see more of in the channel, less of, just kind of, critiquing the channel and seeing what you liked and didn't like. I was reading through the comments, and a couple people were giving me, suggestions of, what to do, what videos to shoot. And in one of the comments, someone asked, why or how did I get involved with cars? What started me with liking them and then modifying them and all that sort of thing. So I decided to talk about that tonight. And honestly, my first answer to when or how did I become interested in cars, I can honestly say I don't really know. But I can elaborate on, my story and the path that I followed to get where I am today with cars. So like I said, I really don't know when my love and passion for cars really officially started. Ever since I was a kid, relatives, family would buy me, little Hot Wheels cars for Christmas, my birthday, whatever it may be. And my collection just kept growing, and I guess that's kind of where, I officially started, if you will, liking cars. Then in elementary school, I don't know if they still have them now, but we had computer class every day. Go and do, stupid art projects or, whatever on the computer. And I can remember spending most of my time looking up cars on the internet, printing pictures out, and then I would go home and, put them on my wall and get car posters. So really this just continued, throughout my childhood, and, I've really just been pretty much in love with cars ever since I can remember. Now, when it comes to cars, I think there's three type of people in this world. There's the people that just look at cars as transportation. They really don't, care about them other than, getting to and from where they're going. The second type of person, they may be into cars as in, oh, I really like that car, or, they may even get a nice car, but they're not really into modifying them or going to car shows or anything like that. And then there's the third type of person, or the crazy person, as I like to think of it, like myself, like many of you, that just go nuts with cars, work on them, go to car shows, race them, and pretty much anything to do with cars. If you can see my shirt now, in Speed We Trust. So everything in my life, for the most part, kind of revolves around cars. So like I said, it started for me at a young age, and then of course, when my dad would work on his car, whether it be changing the oil or doing a brake job, he would teach me those things. I would, be in the garage with him, so I guess that kind of just fostered my love for cars even more. And then obviously when it really started to get serious was when I got my driver's license. So when I got my driver's license, my dad had his older Toyota Corolla, and he let me use that and take care of it, throughout high school. And I remember, getting some parts for it. I got some wheels on it and suspension. But unfortunately, I soon found out and soon realized that that's not the car to do any work to. There's really no potential with them. So that's when I started looking around for basically my next car, my first personal car, because that was their car they let me use. So I started looking for my first car to buy and to really, just start doing whatever to it, modifying it, and, getting really involved in the car scene. So shortly after I graduated high school, I was about, I think it was right before I turned 19, so I was 18. I bought a 2006 Civic Si, and within 6 months, it pretty much had every modification that I wanted on it. I didn't waste any time, just bought stuff, put it on, from wheels, tires, suspension, exhaust, tune, you name it, I had it on there. So anyway, I had that car for about 6 or 7 months, and I don't know if many of you may know, but that car, that generation of Civic Si had a transmission problem. It would always pop out of third gear. It was a known issue, but there really wasn't a fix for it. Well, the third time that I had the third gear set replaced is kind of when I decided I want to get rid of this car, because if I was going to eventually pay it off and own this car forever, it's not really something that I want to deal with for the life of the car if it's already happened 3 times within, I think it was 7 or 8 months. So at that time, I put the car back to stock, traded in actually for my Z, which I still have to this day. I've had it almost 8 years at this point. It was kind of a little bit of a battle between me and my parents to get that car, because I still lived at home at the time in New Jersey, so there was the issue of, snow in the wintertime. They really wanted me to get a rear-wheel drive sports car to drive around all year and through the winter. But luckily a relative was selling their old Corolla for real cheap, so I picked that up as well and solved that problem and ended up with my Z. And that's where it pretty much started to go downhill. So you've all seen my Z and now my G, and the Z has transformed to a pretty much daily drivable sports car to, I don't really want to call it a track car because I do drive on the street still, but it's very heavily modified, and I mainly use it for pleasure, for fun, and for racing. And that being said, that's when I really got into going to car shows even more, car meets, and then that's the first car that I started racing with. And it just keeps going and going and going. It's never ending. I've had the car almost 8 years and I'm still doing stuff to it. I don't think it'll ever end. Everybody asks me, Are you done with the car? What are you doing, to the Z next? And it's just ongoing. I don't know why. I always find stuff to do to it. And now that's just, passing that on to the G. Actually, I have to really control myself with the G, that I don't just go all out with it and make it another pretty much undrivable car on a daily basis. So trying to keep that as my daily driver, do little things here and there, obviously, that you've seen on videos, and just make it kind of a well-rounded everyday car. So that brings us to current day. Still love everything about cars. It all but controls my life and dictates what I do on a daily basis pretty much. So some call it a disease, some call it a passion. Call it whatever you want, but I have it. So for some people like myself, there's really no explanation or no time frame that I can give you, or something that happened that really sparked my interest in cars. It's always been there. Some people may say it's in my blood. I don't know. So I hope you enjoyed this little video and a little window into my car life. Drop a comment down below. Let me know how you got started into cars, or if you have a similar situation like mine where you really don't remember. So thank you very much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Like I said, let me know how you got into them. Drop a comment down below and share your story as well. As always, thanks for all the support. I really appreciate it. I have a lot of stuff going on right now in my life, mostly good stuff. So stay tuned for some videos regarding that. I'd like to share everything with you, not just car stuff. So some big things that are happening that I'm really excited for, and can't wait to share them. So thanks for watching the video once again. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day, and I'll see you next time.